Hello everyone and welcome to the newest episode of Casting My Climb. So let's get into the game. So on the dire side we have Crystal Maiden, who's going to be the position 5. Weaver, who's the middle lane, I'm pretty sure. Bloodseeker, who's the support. Drow Ranger, myself as the position 1. Bristleback is going to be the offlaner. On the Dire team, we have Razor in the offlane. Phantom Assassin, I think, is the mid? I'm not too sure, actually, about that one, gotta be honest. We got Vengeful Spirit, who could be the position 1. Lion is definitely a support, and Venomancer as well. So, we'll see how the lanes develop, and then we can kind of talk about it, because I kind of forgot to look at how the lanes would develop, but hey. Seeing both teams setting up on either side right now. All kind of fine and dandy how you start this one. Not really much going on here, to be honest. It's just kind of like the way you want to go about this one. Lion takes a few autos from the Crystal Maiden, which is a bit of a surprise, to be honest, but not really much to worry about. However, you're seeing the setup. Venomancer sitting on top of this. They're gonna move in. Okay, so we're gonna have a blast here, aren't we? The Weaver gets on top of a good freeze on the Lion. Lion gets a good stun there. Now the field goes out of there. They're getting on top of the Drow. The Drow's being pushed back pretty far here, but they're still overextending. PA gets rooted up there once again. Razor is stealing a lot of damage there, but he's dropping pretty low as well. Weaver runs through that one, and that's another one down. And that is 3 down for the Dire team. Not even 1 minute into the match time. I was going to move back because, well, you don't have a lot of HP, to be honest about this one. Actually, Venge is the mid laner, and PA is in the safe lane, position 1 for the team. PA is getting quite a lead right now compared to the Drow, because Drow has to go back. Drow has no HP pool to really extend anything about that one, and if you see like what their lineup is, you don't really want to challenge that in a way. Stun on to the Weaver. Weaver's taking quite a bit of damage, but he seemed kind of fine and dandy with this one. Bristle taking quite a bit of damage here. Bloodseeker throws out a bit, but not really much about it really right now, so it's a carefully played out game right now. That's how you kind of want to see the start of this game go around here. You have Bristle setting up still quite nicely. It's all fine with everything right now. Has to be careful. Phantom Assassin has to be careful. They're not in good position. Oh, Venge gets a stun onto the Weaver, but Weaver just answers back and gets another kill. Phantom Assassin just disconnects off of that one. Okay. Interesting. Razor and Venom aren't looking too good either. Let's be honest about this one right now, though. Damage is being done. Your line is very, very close. They're dying here if the other team wants to extend here. Crystal Maiden gets a good root on there. A bit of slow on the Venom. Venom's dropping pretty low. This is a bit of an overextension here from the Drows. Losing a lot of HP here, and this losing a lot of damage here, and this is quite still going on. And Razor still looking to extend the chance here right now. Just get a slow on top of that one. Gets another one for his worries. The third one gets rooted up there. Multi-shot comes out of there, and Crystal Maiden picks up a kill, and that's another one down. And I don't know what this is going to be like right now. If you are this Dire team, you're 5-0 down, and it's not even just 240 into the game right now, so not even 3 minutes on the board. Yeah, that's a graphic bug, by the way. Funny things happen here with Dota sometimes, and those spines are looking very weird. Gotta be honest, but hey. Wouldn't be Dota and Valve if it wasn't a bit wonky sometimes, you know? And Assassin still trying to hold on as much as he can. The stun misses the Bristleback. That's a bit of a worrisome one. Bristle's just putting on some more pressure here. No questions asked whatsoever. Yeah, not looking too sharp. Does have 21 charges. My guy, you should use them. Otherwise you could have a big problem. Wand is able to be used, brother. Does not get the damage there, so okay. Doesn't use the wand once again. Interesting. Used all the tangos. Interesting to see if that's gonna be used at some point. And just a bit of denying on the side. Can't really do much about this lane right now because, well, we were kind of put on the extension there already, which is a bit of a worrisome point about this. Does get a stun on top of the Weaver, but Weaver's still answering this one kindly about. That's actually his right now. Threads of Fate. Okay. But right now, you can kind of see Phantom Assassin trying to hold up as much as you can, really. Lion just trying to give Phantom Assassin some opportunities to actually sustain herself into the lane, but that's going to be still a big issue right now going on. Oh, stun on the Weaver. This could actually be an opportunity, but Tsukuchi is being used here. Weaver has the wand as well, 10 stacks. I mean, that's kind of a fine situation, to be honest about that one. Looking for pressure here. A lot of damage being put on top of this Venno. Venno's holding on as much as he can. One hit there is missing. Goes down. Razor has stolen quite a bit of damage here, and I think that's probably the mistake there. Right now, if the Drow goes too far in there and bites the dust there, Razor does die to the Crystal Maiden, so that's one, and top the other. Finally, they dove, and that's a dead lion as well. So, not looking too good for this. I mean, the dire side finally got a kill, and I mean, it's quite a precious kill to have on the Drow, but the problem is, 1 to 8 is not looking good. Venom trying to put some more pressure onto this Crystal Maiden, but not much about that one. Bloodseeker's looking for some plays here. Oh, Silence goes through there. This is not a good position there. Drow picks up the Venomancer once again, so this is a bit of an awkward situation here. There is now this play right now. Razor's still going for the dive here, going for the Crystal Maiden. I don't know why you would do this though. Does get the pick up on the Crystal Maiden, but the tower is still answering here. The slow arrow comes out of there. Not much be done about that one. Crystal and Drow kicks up a double kill out of that fight already, and this is, as I said, not looking good for this Dire team. Bristle not taking quite a bit of damage there, but I mean, it's Bristleback. If he gets your back to you, you're kind of toasty in this way right now. Apply damage from the... Ooh, that's actually quite a good pickup there. They do get a pickup onto the Bristleback. He took a bit too much there. Took a too big bite out of this one. Bloodseeker is getting now, losing quite a bit of mana here, but all is fine and dandy, and this is going to be a very interesting situation how this one goes. Weaver is looking for the rotation here. That's something to keep an eye out for. We do see the Weaver slowly moving in here right now. It's on top of that. Has the double damage rune, so PA is in a bad situation here. Gets taken out immediately. Lion's trying to find a way out of this one, but he is getting slowed there. There is a TP by the Venge, but not much about that one. That was just a time lapse, and that's all fine and dandy, to be honest about that one. Crystal Maiden does manage to steal the Wisdom Shrine there, so that's another thing to keep an eye out for. Stunned by the Vengeful Spur. Venge is an interesting character. Right now, Venge is in a spot where I would say she's kind of busted, but you kind of have to keep an eye out how you want to play her. Bristleback does sustain himself quite nicely here. However, still a bit of lacking. Drow is getting pressured out quite a bit here right now, but that's kind of fine with how everything goes. I am maybe stepping a step too far forward here. As I said, right now, I feel like Venge can be a very, very strong character. It depends on how you really build her, but you need a bit of ramp up, but if you do go for that, you can really get a lot out of this Vengeful Spirit right now. Especially with that Aghanim's, where you have essentially 2 lives, which is such a big part of this right now. And yeah, right now it's kind of a comfortable game right now, if I would say, for the Radiant side. The lead is not that big, but I mean, You're 12 to 3 up in 8 minutes. The lead doesn't look too big, but at the same time it's like kind of fine about it. You're trying to get some more pressure on top of this one. Venge looking to push the turret, which is a very interesting choice right now. Veno has to be very careful about this one. Veno and Razor are moving into the situation, trying to contest the Crystal Maiden, doing the pull here. This is exactly the position you don't want to be in if you are these two, and right now you do see the Veno immediately biting the dust. Now Razor's trying to find a way out of this one, gets slowed up quite a bit here, still holding on as much as he can, and the arrow puts him into the ground as well. And that is another kill. This is really the spot where I would say right now this Dire team is not looking too good. Weaver gets a bit of damage on top of there, looking to get something out of this one. Lion is not level 6 yet, so this could be very interesting, but nope, they're not going to pull the trigger on this one. Drow's farm is slowly moving up, but that's most of the time really just how it is. After that one, oh, they're looking for an attack here. Razor's now here as well. Everybody's on the party right now. Bloodseeker takes quite a bit of damage, but oh, that's a lot of bugs being put into this one. Swap comes out of there. Razor can't move any further right now, but he looks like he's still going to move, which is not the wisest choice. They're stunned on top of the Bloodseeker, puts him into the ground, and right now there's a bit of a problem for... So right now it looks like the Dire team has decided to group up and just look to force something out of this one completely here. Which is not the dumbest move, let's be honest about that one, because you kind of want to do what you have to do right now. But at the same time, you're kind of overstepping your boundaries. I think this is where I make a mistake, but yeah, that's basically where I pretty much think I make a big mistake, yeah. Is Razor gonna come in here? I think that was what happened, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Phantom Assassin not looking good. Yep, there it is. A bit too far forward, gets a bit of damage stolen here, not really much opportunity here. A lot of damage being put on top of there. The Lotus is being used there. Razor does die to the tower there. They do take down the Phantom Assassin. Not the Phantom Assassin, the Drow with this one, so that's a bit of the part about this one. We do have a short pause. I think in a few seconds they're going to come back, but I'm not too sure right now. We'll skip forward a bit. Actually, yeah, there it is. Hit it perfectly, nice. So, we're back into the game. Everybody's back on the pool. Phantom Assassin still right now has the highest last hit number, but Drow is closely following, and this is the part where I would say right now this is going to be a very interesting pattern about this one. Drow, Phantom Assassin trying to hold up as much as you can really right now. Drow's just looking to farm as much as you can really right now because that's kind of the opportunity you want to go for. Phantom Assassin is going greedy. That's not something to keep to think about right now. There's quite a play here right now. Phantom Assassin tries to get on top of there. Now there's the freezing field, and Phantom Assassin is still in the freezing field. Gets slowed up now by the bristleback, but that's fine for her right now. Barely holding on there. One more hit is missing there. Slowed a bit more there. One auto. One more part of goo. One, oh, actually uses the stick there. That's the opportunity now to survive this one. Phantom Assassin still not looking too good about this one. Gets another one here. Let's go Invis here. Does manage to juke that one out, but still dies there. Venge does pick up the Crystal Maiden. There's a TP coming in there from the line as well, so Bristle could be in a big dangerous spot right now. They get transformation. They do get a kill onto the Bristle there, but Bristle just buys back. I don't know why he does that, but he just did that. I don't know why. Venge just getting pressured now by the Weaver there. They're going to put her into the ground. Lion's trying to do what he can here. However, he gets gooed up there. There's some friends coming in there. They're going to pick up this Lion. PA is going to keep you in there, but there's not much to be done about that one. PA is now on the next one on the chopping block, and Bristol is showing her that feeling that she's going to have now. He's getting gooed up quite a bit right now. Weaver moves in there as well. Thread does show up there, and Veno now TP's in as well, so they are trading whatever they can. Razor does get some steal there, but he gets rooted up immediately. They're frozen by the frostbite. Now he's trying to find a way out of this one. He takes a lot of damage, goes down. TP, and now from the Vengeful Spirits, they keep throwing. Weaver comes in from the side, gets a bit of damage on the Venge. Venge is still trying to hold on. Swaps with the Weaver. I don't know why you would swap with the Weaver there. Frostbite once again. You no opportunity whatsoever. Venge does pick up the Bristleback. Picks up, and Veno picks up the Bloodseeker. Now Crystal Maiden is in a bit of a particular situation. Does get another Frostbite out of there. Weaver looks for the opportunity here. Veno does pop the stick, and Crystal Maiden picks up double. Lion looking for more blood here. Meanwhile, PA is just, not PA, Drow is just farming up. PA is just sitting somewhere and hoping that they get ignored here. 24-10 already at 14 minutes into the game. Vanguard for the Bristle, which you really like to see for the Bristle. Did he sell it? Eh? No, it was... Eh? Oh, it's on the courier. Okay. Vanguard is up there. I was like, hey, am I missing something? First one of the items here is on the Drow, because Drow has been farming up on the side. So this is a lead that's going to be probably extending right now. Lion picks up a possessed mass as well. Very interesting thought process here. And now, right now, Drow and Razor are kind of splitting up here. There's some still going on to the Razor. Razor's dropping pretty low, and Hex on top of there. Crystal Maiden comes in with the freezing field, gets stunned up there. They do make the Crystal Maiden pay, but their problem is Lion goes down. Venge is going to follow soon after, looks like right now. Venge is barely holding on, gets the stun on to the Weaver. Weaver is fine with that every way, shape, or form. You're looking for the hunt onto the Phantom Assassin. Not gonna get it. Phantom Assassin is still looking for something. I don't know why Phantom Assassin walked back in there. Weaver is looking for an opportunity. There is now the Mango being dropped here, and time-lapse goes through, and Weaver picks up another kill, and it's not looking good. You got the Weaver who's 10-0-10. He is just going on with whatever you want to see here, really, to be honest about this one. I don't know what to say about this entire team right now. They are not having a good time. We're 15 minutes in, and 5k is the lead right now. There is the first bite onto the Veno. Veno just bites the dust. Razor looking for some opportunity. Takes quite a bit of damage. Tries to steal the damage from the Crystal Maiden while the Drow gets free reign on top of him. But hey, it is what it is. Tower topside goes down, so there's more openings created now again. And this is just a position you don't want to be in if you are this dire team. 7,000 gold. Almost all 3-2 towers are gone. Phantom Assassin looking for an opportunity to get on something here. But they are going pretty aggressive here. I'm not sure this is the play you want to go for. Seeker looks like he's going to go for a push here right now, because they are looking to threaten something. Razor is close by now, half HP already onto the clock here. Looking for a jump here on the back. They do put down a ward, so there's an opportunity. Try to get on top of that one. Phantom Assassin gets caught in the freezing field. Razor is there as well, so Razor's not looking too good either. There's now the Veno with the ult there as well. Bloodseeker comes in from the side. Veno picks up the Drow, but Drow picks up Veno as well, so it's an even trade there, and it's a 3-for-1 play. Lincoln Sphere already up on the Weaver, so this is not a good position to be in if you are the Vengeful Spirit, to be honest about this one. Because your stuns are not going to hit that hard as you want them to. And this is going to keep going right now. Weaver trying to figure out where that word is swapped in there. Lion is getting thrown to the wolves right now. Bloodseeker finds the Razor. Razor is going for a bit more of an aggressive play. Meanwhile, Lion is getting pressured quite a bit by the Weaver here, who is going to take him down. TP in there from the Veno. Tries to do as much as he can about this one right now. All is going on here. And Veno is dropping pretty low. The Bug is gnawing at him. And he just tries to go invis, but the Bug says, you know what, my guy? I gotcha. Vengeful is now taken down as well with that tower dive. There was nothing they could really do about that one. Meanwhile, the Drow is still peacefully farming on the side. You enjoy to see this. As a Drow player, honestly, you just enjoy the farm here. Nothing bad about it. And your team is just flattening the enemy. I would say at my position right now, I have too many deaths. With the 3, I should maybe have 1, or maybe second, but the 3rd one was unnecessary, but that's a bit on me. 10k lead already for this Radiant team at 1855. PA is just farming up what she can really right now. Not really much you can challenge if you are this dire team, to be honest, right now. And is trying to hold up as much as he can really on his end there, but right now it's not really a good opportunity to do much about it. And there is some look to pick up the Veno here. However, there is the Lion as well, so it's a double position here right now. And still, oh, Venge still has that one up there, and the stun missed there. Very unfortunate for them. Venom finally got the first Madstone stack up there, so you can really see the issue that's happening on this dire team. Let's look at the support, the items. Yeah, oh, but first we got the Vengeful in a bad position. Gets taken out there completely. Good stun by the Lion there, but still lacking quite a bit here. If we see that one chip vest for the Razor makes sense. Possessed Mass for the first one, yeah, I don't get the Lion with the Possessed Mass and the Veno, but I think they just want to jungle a bit more right now, because they don't see themselves really doing much for their team. And the one thing I can point out, I farm pretty well, and the 20-minute Battle Fury is done for the PA. This is not a good position to be in if you're fit. Oh, there's the Frostbite freezing field, and Veno bites the dust, and honestly, Crystal Main's fine with this situation. A bit of poison, but, well, not really much about that one. Well, all our Drow did pick up, finally, the Battle Fury. We do have the Dragonlance and the Manta Style already on the Drow, so that's going to be another opportunity. Hurricane Pike is going to probably soon follow there, because as the Drow, with Drow, you got to think about one thing. You have your ult. It's a passive, yes. But if somebody jumps on top of you, they cancel your passive, and you don't want that to happen. So, you pick up a Hurricane Pike, simple as it is. And right now, 37-13 is not a bad situation to be in. Weaver checks out what's going on here. Not really much of a party for his friends here, so that's going to be another situation there. Dire has to be very careful how they play this one out. Weaver is scouting pretty far ahead, which is very interesting. And that bottom tower is going to fall now. Meanwhile, there is still the play from Razor trying to find a way out of this one. However, Crystal Main comes in there. Bit of Frost Arrows as well. That's a goner for the Razor. This is really the part where I would say this is the problem for this Dire team. They're not really working as a cohesive unit. You see, right now them trying to move in here. Lion just gets silenced up and immediately knocked out. You can see the reaction time from this team. They did just so well. Phantom Assassin had to choose where to die there. Vengeful Spirit pays the price as well, and you see really this lead ballooning right now. 41-13, 16k goal. Let's look at the net worth, because honestly we're at the point right now. Yeah, Drow Weaver, Bloodseeker, Bristleback, and Bloodseeker, all top 4. That shows how bad it's going. Crystal Maiden now moved up as well. She's now in the top 5. This shows you how bad it's going right now. There is now the takedown on top of that one as well. And a lot of problems here coming out for this Dire team. Everybody has higher net worth than on Everybody has a higher net worth on this Radiant team than anybody on the Dire, which is very, very funny, and you can see that's why this is such a big lead right now. And, I mean, you can look at this position. It's greatly warded, but what does that do for you, honestly, right now? This ward overlaps mostly. With that one, you do have vision on the river, but what does that vision do for you when you have no opportunity? Oh, Crystal Maiden goes for a good blink there. Trying to find an opportunity here, but Phantom Assassin doesn't really want to fight if she can avoid it right now. You can see that. Hex on the Bristleback gets stunned up as well, so they're trying to stop this from happening right now. And it's still not looking good. Stun onto the Bristleback. Bristleback is a bit far away here. Pops the Blade Mail, so it could become very interesting. Frostbite onto the Razor goes down. Oh, that multi-shot hit quite nicely there. Venno is barely holding on. There's a freezing field coming out of there. Poison on top of the Veg. Swap in there. I don't know what the swap would do in this situation, but they tried it. And Venno has to back off here. Force Staff, which is going to be closing in on the Hurricane Pike, so that's going to be another thing to keep in mind right now. And there goes the mid-tier 2 tower as well, so you can see the lead furthering up right now. You got almost, well, not yet completely there. PA is working on that one to stop that from happening. But if we look, for example, the Weaver and the PA are almost double the net worth of their counterpart on the other Drow. And Weaver are almost counter of their net worth here. I'm talking Freudian slips because I like to play PA for a while. I did play her in this game. I don't actually know why. Oh yeah, I do know why, because I wanted to pick up Drow in this game, actually. Funny enough about that one. I wanted to pick up Drow. They gave us a good lead. And as you can see right now, they're having issues dealing with this game. There's not really much that the Dire can do right now to really rough up what's going on here. Sly is trying to find some farm. And on the other hand, it's just like Drow can decide wherever she wants to go really right now. And right now, Phantom Assassin or Vengeful Spirit can't really do much against it. Kind of the funny part, they jump on top of the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker gets the silence out of there. The Rupture is out of there, and PA just loses that fight completely to the Crystal Maiden, who's higher net worth, by the way. But yeah, that's the thing. She still has 20 stacks. I mean, it makes sense at some point to have 20 stacks, but slowly not anymore, really. You see the lead is still ballooning, 26-20 on the clock. It's 46-13 for this Radiant team, and they have a 23,000 gold lead, which is heavy right now. Weaver just takes down another tower, and that's gonna just mean, what are you gonna do when this whole team is just going at you? Because right now the Dire team are kind of forced to stay in their base. The other thing they can do, they can defend, but what does the defense do when you don't have an opportunity to even take advantage of that defense? You don't have really room to give the Phantom Assassin to farm up. Meanwhile, you got everything going on. Roshan is even on the menu for this Radiant team because they know they can do it. And that does give, right now, the Dire team a step of breathing room, but Aegis is now on the board. And Weaver has it, who is one of the harder hitters in this game. If we look at how it's going right now, 13 zip and 17 for the Weaver. We got the 10-3 and 10 Drow. We got 11-3 and 19 Crystal Maiden. Bloodseeker's a bit low behind there, but it is what it is right now. See them trying to create some pressure there, but there's not really much you can do about this lane right now. You gotta find a way to fight this, but at the same time, you're stuck on this point right now. You can't really move in to get some hits in here. You can't really move out to survive something. And you just gotta watch the enemy team slowly demoralizing you every step for step. And that's where it's going right now. If one of them steps out of that base, they're toast. Venge did take quite a step out of there. They did not give her the opportunity to completely go down. It takes quite a bit of hits there. The greedy psychic headband makes a lot of sense for the Crystal Maiden, who wants more money to stay ahead of this Phantom Assassin. And that's the part about it. You got this position 5 Crystal Maiden who's working hard to stay ahead of the position 1 Phantom Assassin. And that shows how bad it's went for this Dire team, to be honest. It's very, very rough. I don't really think they can go for a comeback in this game, because, I don't know, it just looks too rough. But they are holding on as much as they can, which I do respect, gotta be honest about it. I respect that they're still holding on, that they haven't given themselves up yet. But it is not looking good for them. PA still has no item after that one. I mean, Vengeful does have the Yasha, okay, swapped herself out of there. It does have a shield. The shield is gone right now, dropping pretty low there. So Maid trumps on top of there, gets a good freezing field out of there. There's Venno trying to do something. Weaver overextends slightly a bit there, goes for the time lapse. It does still have the Aegis though. So the fortification comes out that takes down the Crystal Maiden. Razor is overextending now. He gets the line stop taken out of this one completely there. Will Phantom Assassin try to pull the trigger here because there's not much left? Phantom Assassin and Venomancer are the only survivors right now. Venom's looking for an opportunity to get on top of something here. If he's in there, gets silence up immediately. The tower is taking quite a bit of damage here. There's a lot about that one. That's the tower gone, so that's the racks exposed here in this case right now. Bristow's holding on as much as he can. He went pretty far beyond for this one, but it should be fine here. Weaver takes a bit of damage here, but all is fine and dandy. Swap in there on the Bristleback. They do manage to take him down with that play. Desolator now on the PA, so this could be actually a chance for her to do something about this one, but still not ahead in net worth against this Crystal Maiden. But that kind of shows you what big of a stomp this game really is. You have the Crystal Maiden who's miles ahead right now. They don't get the Bloodseeker there as well. That's a bit of a rough situation. If they gotten the Bloodseeker, I would have said at least they got something out of it, but they took down the Bristleback who dove a bit too far. That's what they did. They popped the Aegis. Weaver's not in a good position right now. Has to be very careful about this play. Moves out of there with the Shikuchi. And right now, it still doesn't look too great for this Dire team. It's 31 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. It's 49 to 15, 29,000 gold lead. I mean, almost 8,000 is alone on this Weaver. Oh, Drow gets caught out there, plays it quite badly. Swap goes out of there, and I said pretty bad play from the Drow there. Got caught out, had to pay the price. But Venge is playing, I feel like, a bit too of a non-farm game. Should have gone for more farm here. The point booster is going to go into the Ghanems, which is Venge's best item right now. Let's be completely honest about that one. The Ghanems on Venge is such a price value because, first off, you get to live again after dying once, and the funny part about that is you get everything except the item usage, which makes her so strong. But we'll talk a bit more about Venge next game, because that's going to be the next card I'm going to play out. I'm going to fill out the Vengeful Spirit for the next game. Alright, now we're sitting on this game looking at what's going to happen here. I mean, we probably all already kind of know what's going to happen, because I mean 32 minutes and 45 seconds into this game, and it's a 28,000 gold lead. They get a swap onto the Bristleback. Why? And they want to go onto this Bristleback. Bristleback's kind of fine with this one, funnily enough here. Trying to steal his damage. I don't even know what damage Bristleback has in this game, because the main jumps in with the BKB and gets that freezing field off. Weaver stops the Vengeful Spirit from even getting into that one, and this is now really the bad point. If Phantom Assassin falls as well, yes, falls as well, so that's going to open up a lot of books in this one. Because now, there's only one survivor really, and that's Venomancer. And Venomancer can't sustain against everything that's going to come in here right now. There's just nothing about it. One buyback is there, Phantom Assassin has a buyback. Crystal Maiden now even picked up the Agams, which is such a good item for her because now she can move during the freezing field, which makes her freezing field even better. Then trying to find a way out of this one, however, that's just going to be another set of racks gone completely here in this game. Vengeful Spirit is up in about a second, so this is an opportunity. And Phantom Assassin is the old versus not up there. Razor's getting caught out here, takes a bit of damage, goes down before even opportunity here. Now there is the Lion trying to do something about this one, and swap happens there quite nicely, but not much comes about it. And those are some more racks going here, and they are gonna go for broke here. And Drow actually gets a kill in the fountain. Bristle's still looking up a bit more here, however, the base is completely exposed. 55 to 30 for 35, and Bristle's just sitting on the base and just getting some hits, and here not really much they can do about this as well. Rupture goes out there, and that's a dead one. Meanwhile, Drow is going to go for the finish here, just gets off the first tower. Buyback has been activated here, so this is something to keep an eye out for. Phantom Assassin looking for a jump here, gets on top of the Drow, but the Drow is still in a better position here. Gets rooted up here, gets pushed away here. Drow's still alive here, really just looking for some opportunity here. Goes down, even though there's a chance there, but nothing to be done about that one. Drow is still alive, and Drow still lives. GG called by Phantom Assassin, but that's not how normal games the game ends. There's some Maiden with the freezing field, gets another kill as well. And you can just look at how this game develops off of that one. The Ancient is probably exposed by this point. Nope, actually it's just now exposed, but yeah. Pretty much this is game over right now. There's the push in here. Completely, the Ancient is going to slowly whittle down. Well, not slowly, that would be a lie. It's whittling down pretty fast. And we go out of this game with a 61 to 16 game at 35-58. GG. The Radiant team win. I get 40 MMR on my case right now. And otherwise, I can just say thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.